Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Today is part 3 of my bending techniques tutorials. And I'm going to show you a bending lick today that is a movable lick that can be moved all over the neck in different positions, thus being able to play in different keys. And it's a really cool, kind of a fun bluesy lick. It's probably of intermediate level, but once you get it, you can have a lot of fun with this, and it can go a really long way in your solo repertoire. So this particular lick, I'm going to play it on my Donner $24 special. And for those of you that have this ukulele, and a lot of people have mentioned that the strings are really kind of loose tension and floppy, you're going to love it for this particular exercise because you're bending strings. So I'm going to start off, I'm basically at the 8th to 10th fret here. Okay, and I'm playing between the 8th and 10th fret, my first finger, second finger, and third finger. So the third finger is my bending finger, and I'm going to be bending the C string on the 10th fret. Okay, and as you know, as you can see, you can really bend the strings on this Donner. Okay, now I'm using my thumb to pluck that and bend up. And then I'm going to use my thumb again to play on the 8th fret, the E string, and then on the same fret, the A string. So the first part of the lick is bending up on the 10th fret, then plucking on the 8th fret, the second and first string. So all together it goes like this. Pretty cool lick, okay? And that's basically all that it is. It's a bend and then plucking the next two strings. So bending at the 10th fret and then to the 8th fret. And you can work on this slow and eventually work up your speed to have some really fun with this. Now, as I said earlier, this is a movable pattern. So if you play this basically at the 3rd to 5th fret, it's going to have a little bit more on the Donner, a little bit more robust sound here, okay? And also it's going to have a little more tension. Now, that will line up nicely with a C chord. Move it up another whole step from the 5th to 7th fret, and you get a D chord. Move up a whole step again, and you get an E chord. Then you move to the half step, which was where we started, the 8th to 10th fret, based upon an F, and then one more whole step is based upon a G chord. So this is a pattern that when you're learning this and practicing it, it would be kind of cool to just, once you get the pattern down, just move it about the neck, okay? This, like I said, this pattern can go in all different kind of keys. And this is the kind of pattern where you can hold off and hang out there for a while as the chord progression is changing. Okay? Really, really cool pattern. Okay? So, once again, we are basically talking about 3 fret area, depending on where you are, okay, on the neck. And you're bending the C string, and then plucking the E string and the A string after it. Pretty cool lick. Okay, so that's all for this week. Just work on practicing that particular lick. You'll find it to be easier to bend up the neck. Okay, so have some fun with this, And if you have any questions, just ask me in the comments. And I'll see you next week. We'll probably continue with more bending techniques. Lots of things to do with bending on the ukulele to have fun soloing. As we all call it when we say we're going to a jam, well, the goal is let's be actually, instead of just strumming along, let's actually jam. So that's my goal for myself and all of us, is to really start to get into improvising and soloing. So it's fun. So have a great week, everybody, and I will see you next week.